everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new gameplay video. Today I'm playing a game called Solus Lost. I saw this demoed and I thought it just looked cool. It's a little solo card game. I'm not going to go over the rules in real detail. I'll just talk about them as I play the game. It's not a hard game at all. The rule book is like about 8 pages with a lot of images in it. So very easy to learn and pick up. It also comes with a pink die, which does not show up very well on the mat. So I'm switching out that die. The ship is called the Solus. It has a health meter, which is going to be used with this little pink cube. And then my character's name is Farron, and he has a life meter. He ages. When he gets to the skull, or the ship gets to the skull, the game's over. This game does come with an expansion pack, which comes with this reference card, this damage scale. This is in the rule book, but it's kind of nice having the card since you won't have to flip through the rule book. It also comes with 4 additional pilots and ships, and you can swap them, mix and match them. Let me just show you those to you real quick. Some of the new captains and ships have special abilities too, which is kind of cool. The goal of the game is to get home. And how do you get home? Well, they're in this deck, and I'm going to be shuffling this while I'm talking. In this deck are a lot of different cards. There are these 4 artifacts here, and these artifacts are protected by 4 bad guys who are in this deck. Each one of them corresponds to one of these artifacts. As I defeat a bad guy, I get to take that artifact, and that artifact gives me a permanent upgrade to either my ship or my pilot. There are event cards in here that you just read the text and you do what it tells you to do. There are enemy ship cards where you have to fight, and we'll get into that. There are crew cards. You can find helpers that can come along with you. Unfortunately, you can only have one at a time. If you get another one and you want to swap them out, you have to age your character 10 years. And it looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 100. 100 years before you age out and die. So keep that in mind. There are also tools in here that you can help to do things for your ship, like repairs and stuff, and you can only have a maximum of 2 of those at any given time. And then finally, there are matching cards for each of the artifacts, and they are called, forget the name of them, they are called home links. Home links. And it takes a home link to activate. You have to have an artifact to activate the home link, and you need all 4 home links in order to warp home. Anytime you come up against a ship to fight, if you don't want to fight it, you can jump away and you age 10 years automatically. Otherwise, you fight it out. Let's see, what else? Probably we'll just address them as the cards come up. So let's get started. So the way this is, you shuffle the deck really good. I'm going to give it one more good shuffle here. You shuffle the deck, and you're always going to have 2 cards in play. So you just draw them down randomly. And by the way, the cards have a symbol on them. They either have a coffin on them, which go to the graveyard. The graveyard cards are unlikely to come back into play. And then there's a small, like, diamond-looking symbol, and that means it goes into the lost deck. And there are cards that will tell you to shuffle the lost cards back into the deck. If you run from a ship, that ship goes into the lost, so it could come back to get to you. So during your turn, you're going to pick one of these cards, just one, and do what it says or fight or whatever. And when it's done, you either put it in the graveyard or the lost, and then you refill it and you start over, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. I flip it over, and I got a light shield. This is a tool, and remember, I can only have 2. It says may be used to protect against an asteroid field or to deflect 1 attack roll from an enemy, discard after use. And it's got the little diamond symbol down here. If I didn't want it, I could put it in the lost file. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up here with my ship. It is active, or I can activate it when I need it. And then I'm going to refill it. And we're just going to do this. We're going to work through the deck and hopefully get the 4 home link devices and defeat the 4 bosses to get the artifacts, and then I can jump home. All right, let's go with this one again. I got a gravity well. Engine struggling, you're caught in the grip of a massive gravity well. The stars streak by in a dazzling blur as you fight to break free. Take -2 damage to your ship. Ooh, -1, -2. And shuffle your deck, all right? So this goes into the Lost, and I have to shuffle the deck. I'm not sure, it doesn't say shuffle the Lost into the deck, so I'm not sure what that does. But there we go, shuffled it, and then I refill it. Let's go with this one. I got Foresight, which is a tool. Age plus 10 years. Draw the next card in the deck and choose whether to play it or put it in the Lost stack. I'll take it, it's a tool. I don't have to use it right away, so I can, once I use it though, I'm gonna get 10 years out of my life. Let's refill. And let's go with this one. Oh, Benevolent Being, let's see. An alien life form materializes before you, emanating an aura of serenity and well-being. It offers a gift of rejuvenation, a cosmic elixir that reverses the effects of aging. You feel an otherworldly energy suffusing every cell in your body. Reduce your age by 30. Well, unfortunately for me, I have not aged at all, so that won't benefit me, and it goes into the Lost. Let's do this one. Oh, there we go. All right, so I have a home link. The home link has this little planet symbol which corresponds to the Singularity Node artifact. Once I find this or defeat the bad guy that's protecting it, it says shuffle the Lost stack back into the deck and reduce your age by up to 50 years. So I will put that one here to indicate I've got it. And I don't get the artifact until I fight the guy who's guarding it. And then let's refill it. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to alternate. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Okay. So, Lyracy. Lyracy is the cosmic conqueror. He's one of the 4. He is guarding the phase shifter. Now, I can get the phase shifter, but until I find the home link that corresponds to it, it doesn't really help me. Okay. Lyrasil has a defense of 10. On the die, in order to hurt him or do a point of damage or more, I have to roll a 10 or higher. He needs a roll of 7 or less. And depending on that roll will tell me how much health to take off the ship. And he takes 4 damage before he's defeated. Now, he does have a special ability. If I roll 4 or less, search your deck for the first enemy ship and put it into play. You must defeat the ship before attacking Lyracy again. Ooh, okay, so don't roll any lower 4s or lower. So when you roll the die, the number is for you and the opponent. So I need to roll higher than 10. I don't want to roll lower than 7. If you roll between the numbers, not equal, but between them. So if I roll an 8 or a 9, we both take damage based on the die. And now we'll consult the damage chart to determine how much damage. So let's go ahead and roll. I rolled an 11, so I did hit him. I beat his 10, and if I look at the damage scale, for an 11, it just does 1 damage. So I'll track him with a die here. So he's got 1 damage on him. All right, I'm going to attack again. I rolled a 10, which meets or exceeds. So I do a 10 does plus or minus 1, so it does 1. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it wasn't a 9 or an 8, so no damage to me. Let's go ahead and roll again. I rolled an 8. Okay, here we go. An 8 is between the 7 and the 10, and on here an 8 does 1 damage to him and 1 damage to my ship. So I'm down to -3 on the ship. And then I'll attack again. 16, there we go. 16 is +2. That is enough to defeat Lyracy. Lyracy does not go, he goes into the, you remove him permanently from the game. He doesn't go into the graveyard, doesn't go into Lost, and I get the phase shifter. Now, the phase shifter gives me a permanent boost. Before a battle, you may roll for a 15 or higher. If you do, you avoid the altercation. That's nice. All right, so I'll put that here. We'll refill the card. Now, I can't activate this because I don't have the, I can use its special ability, but I can't get home because I don't have the matching home link card. So we placed it. Let's go ahead and flip this one. We have an asteroid field. You enter the asteroid field, a treacherous maze of rocky debris hurtling through space. Your ship weaves and dodges, the sound of alarms and sirens ringing in your ears. Take 2 damage. Now, I do have this light shield. It says may be used to protect against an asteroid field. Let's do that. I will discard it. It goes into the Lost. This one has the coffin, so it goes into the graveyard. So I avoided the asteroid field. Let's flip this one. Quantum error. A single error in the quantum code and reality itself begins to unravel. Time becomes meaningless as the world around you blurs and distorts, and the forces of entropy take hold. Your body begins to age at an alarming rate. Decades pass in the span of a moment. Age 30 years. 10, 20, 30. Shuffle the graveyard back in your deck. So all 3 of these. Oh, graveyard. Ooh. So the asteroid field goes back into the deck, and I have to shuffle it. Wow. So, all right, so that was that. The asteroid, I might encounter it again. I like this. This is a fun little game you could play like on a plane. You could play it at while you're waiting. Oh, I dropped a card. You could play it while you're waiting, at the airport. You could play it in a restaurant. You could play it pretty much anywhere. It doesn't take a lot of space. You could get rid of the die by just using an app. A die roll app on your phone. That would be something. So I like these little solo games because, like I said, when I travel, I don't like to take big board. Can't shovel today. I don't like to take big board games. I like to take small solo card games and dice games that I can carry around easy. All right. So the quantum error goes into the graveyard. This card. All right. Let's flip this one. We have perceived threat. Every battle, it's a tool. Every battle, you avoid any damage on your first roll. Yes, I like that. That's cool. Refill it. Let's do this one. Orbital shipyard. You dock your ship at a repair hangar orbiting a gas giant's moon. The hum of machinery and sparks of welding torches fill the air as you step out, surveying the bustling hub. Repair up to 3 damage. Yep, there we go. And this one goes into Lost. Let's do this one. Scout probe. It's a tool. Search your Lost stack for a tool of your choice and put it into play. Discard after use. Now, here's the problem. I can only have 2 tools. That's a good one. Search your Lost stack, because the Lost stack has that light shield and it also has the benevolent being, and put it into play. Search your Lost stack for a tool of your choice, then put it in discard. So I have to get rid of a tool. I'll get rid of this one, Foresight, put this one in, and then I'm going to use it to search in here, and I'm going to play Benevolent Being, and this goes discarded. And the Benevolent Being, reduce your age by 30, so I'm back up. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I only have the 1 tool now. I also remember before a battle, I can roll 15 to avoid the altercation. Good to remember. Let's keep going. Let's do this one. The Swarm. Here we go. It's got a 13, an 11. So 11 or lower, it does damage to me. It has 4 health. You are unable to use repair drones when facing the Swarm. I don't have repair drones. Excuse me. So not an issue. Now I could use, to avoid it, I could use my phase shifter. Before battle, you may roll for 15. Let's see if we can avoid it. That'd be great if we could. I got an 18. Let's avoid it. Bye. It goes into the graveyard. Hold on. Yes. It goes into the graveyard. All right. And I don't lose any life. Remember, if you run from it, you lose life. Okay. Let's refill and keep going. Let's flip this one. Asteroid field. Come on. I know about this one. I will take the 2 damage, and it goes to the graveyard. All right. So I'm down 2 again. And let's flip this one. Dreadnought. Uh-oh. 13 defense, 10 to hit me, 4 health. Shields have no effect. I don't have any shields, so it doesn't really matter. Before a battle, you may roll for a 15 to see if you can avoid it. Yeah, why not? 12, I do not. All right, so I need to fight this thing. And if you remember, I have every battle you avoid any damage on your first roll. So let's try to hit him. I rolled a 12. Now the 12 is between 10 and 13. And this is the first battle, so I will avoid 1 damage, but the Dreadnought will take 1. And it has 4 health. All right, let's roll again. 9. 9 is lower than 10, so it hits me. 9 does 1 damage. I'll roll again. A 1. 3 damage on the damage chart. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man, that hurt. 12. 12, we both get... actually, 12 on the damage chart, I get 1 damage, but remember, it's between 13 and 10, so he takes a damage as well. Okay, roll again. 4. Oh, I take 1 damage. I'm down to 8. Why am I rolling 6? It had 2 damage on it. I rolled a 16. Okay, the 16 gives me 2 damage, 4, and it's destroyed. And it goes to the graveyard. Oh, my ship has only got 2 more hits and it gets destroyed. So I need something to help me here. Let's flip this one. Radiation exposure. Every breath you take, okay, so your skin starts to assemble, full body, every breath you take, age 20 years and take 3 damage. Oh! The 20 years doesn't hurt, but the 3 damage is enough to destroy my ship. There you go. That was a fast game. You can see how the game, there's some strategy here. There's a little bit of luck with the dice roll. And of course, a little bit of luck with how the cards play out. Let me just go through the deck real quick and show you. So they're all mixed up. I shouldn't have done that. There's the home link. There's an example of a crew member that I could recruit. More repair drones, a recruit, a weapon upgrade, +2 on all attack. That would have been a great one. More shields, regen. There's the blue home link. Heavy shields, a plasma crew. There's the green one. So I was not close. I had a lot of ships to fight through and a lot of bad guys to fight through before I was going to find those home link. Unless it asked me to shuffle the deck, and that could always bring them closer. So there you go. That is Solus Lost. I like it. I want to play again, and I'm going to. I'm not going to make you suffer through it. That's the wrong thing to say, not suffer. I'm not going to make you watch the video. What I would encourage you is to pick up a copy if it interests you. Again, games like this, I love them. I think that the portability nature of it, everything fits in this box, although to be fair, you could probably just put it in a little Ziploc bag or even I think you could almost fit everything into there's a lot of space here. So I think the entire deck you could fit into a, what do you call it, a little Altoids type 10. Very easy. The deck is not what you would call super thick, super tall. Let me show you. Let me do that. Put that up top. Put that one in here. Put that one in here. Put these in here. All right, so done. I should have taken the artifacts out. Yeah, so all you really need is a D20, these 2 pips, and your deck. You could carry that in a suitcase, no problem. Or just put it in the box and use the box to store it. So I'm gonna play this again. But if you like it, if you like the look of it, feel free to check the video description below, and I will put a link to where you can find Solus Lost. The link will take you to their website. You can also buy like a mat to play the game. You can find this Vanguard booster pack with additional captains and the damage chart. And I think there's a few other things out there. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this really quick little playthrough to introduce Solus Lost. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.